Okay, guys. For episode 6, this time we actually are recapping an entire weekend, not just one race or recapping the silly season or anything like that. This is the first time we're actually recapping an entire weekend. Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 6 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. As always, Elijah Leonard, your host. And to my top right, that is Wyatt Walker. And to my top left, that is the minion, Sean Ard, Mr. Reed.
Whee!
Yeah, I have not worn this hat since I was like 12, so I had to adjust it, but it's still really tight on my head, so I may have to adjust it one more time.
Get it adjusted just so it's not squeezing.
Well,
There.
My hat.
That's
All my hats are adjusted to the same.
that's a problem for me. This hat is already adjusted to my forehead, but it's really, really tight.
Yeah.
Okay, so man, like I said, we're the first time we're recapping an entire weekend, not just one continuous week, even though that's kind of what we're not really gonna do, because we've already reviewed the Clash, not previewed it. We already previewed that 2 weeks ago. So we're going to review Friday, Saturday, and this past Sunday, which was Trucks Xfinity Cup, and get our thoughts in and grade the weekend. So first of all, guys, what were your thoughts on the entire weekend, ranging from trucks all the way up to the Cup Series, Daytona 500? Spill the beans. What were you guys' thoughts?
I'll say this: the whole weekend was really good. There was races we knew was going to run up there, and there was some finishes we didn't even know was going to happen. But all in all, it was all three races were really good. And despite the rain delay on one of them, it was pretty consistent. What about you, Sean?
I'm going to agree with that. It was really good, especially the 500, the 500 was probably just the best race I've seen throughout the whole speed weeks. And
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
everything was pretty surprising throughout the whole weekend, which is typical super speedway racing. So I got really nothing else to say about how everything went.
Well, despite the fact most of it was just them doing a train.
Well, yeah, but that's typical racing for super speedway.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Especially if it's early in the race or in the mid or like halfway through. Which honestly, with the finish of the 500, that I was not even expecting to be a train until the last lap. It was like, because like we got down to the last lap with the final 10 laps. It's like, all right, they're in a single file train. When's the next move gonna happen? All right, 5 to go. All right, come on, Kez, you got to make a move. You got to do something. 4 to go. Oh my gosh, are you really gonna hand Logano the win? Seriously. All right, 4 to go. Okay, Chevys, what are you gonna do? What's your strategy? Come on, are you gonna dive to the inside?
4 to go.
Or 3 to go. Sorry, we're doing 4 to go again. 2 to go. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess we're handing Logano the win. Last lap. Oh geez, here we go. Kez or somebody's making the move, and it's gonna happen. And then all of a sudden, McDowell gets
big one.
McDowell gets this huge shove, and he takes it over to Keselowski, and he pushes Keselowski straight into Logano. I think also Kez tried to do something with the run, but he ended up getting shoved on the right. He ended up getting shoved on the right side. I think just as Keselowski went to the bottom, and then he got loose, and then caught Logano. And then from there, it just caused this huge, fiery crash, which I've never seen anything like that ever in my time watching NASCAR. But it was.
It's a good thing everyone was okay.
That's a good thing, but there's 2 problems that I have with this super speedway package. One, I think I've already pointed it out. These cars do not have restrictor plates. but however, they have a 9-inch spoiler with a little bit of divot on just at the very top that makes the cars slow down a little bit. But here is the big, big, obvious problem with it. You can draft up to somebody so easily if you have a big, big push. And if you have a really big run going up to another driver, what are you supposed to do with that run if you have nowhere else to go? You have to go straight on to the next guy's bumper, and one or two things is going to happen. That run, all that speed that you got, it's going to disperse to the other car, or you're going to wreck him. It's pretty clear from what we saw like earlier in the race, very, very much earlier at the beginning with Christopher Bell when he got a run from Kyle Busch, and that sent him into Almirola's bumper. And then he got onto the right side, and then all calamity just broke loose pretty much. So
lap 14 out of 200, by the way.
That's
way too early.
Way too early for that, honestly. But don't get me wrong, the racing that we saw was spectacular in the early running, but again, way too early for those kinds of moves. But something funny about the rain delay. So I'm actually going to go on Twitter right now and literally break down everything that happened.
Oh my God, are you about to mention what I think you're about to mention?
Oh, the little thing about Ross Chastain going to McDonald's in his racing suit.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, who did that?
Oh my God, I heard it was a racer. I didn't know who it was. I just saw someone went to McDonald's, and I heard it was Ross Chastain, and I just died.
Jeez, and I even saw the picture too. I was like, wait, are you serious? He did this. Oh, jeez.
The funny thing is, he's going to be racing McDonald's scheme this weekend.
I'm happy, but I saw the paint scheme. I'm like, what is this? This is
what I want to see. If this happens again, if another rain delay happens, well, actually it won't happen because if it's the road course, they'll
they got the rain tires.
Yeah.
Or
Okay. If lightning
in the area, then
if lightning strike.
Yeah.
If lightning strikes in the area, I would love to see Ross. If they take the backup car. If they don't use the backup, they take the backup car, drive up to the McDonald's.
Oh, jeez. You have to turn the car off in order to
order.
In order to order. Jeez.
Hey, I'm about to. Hey, spotter, spot me the McDonald's. Can you? Okay, what do you want? Okay, yeah. Crew chief, you want thing? Okay, pit crew. Okay, yeah.
Okay, but just think if they just make him the honorary starting park just for that race. That way he can go get McDonald's. Then he can get back in the race.
That's why. I don't think he'll be able to do that, but I think if they got like a backup car.
Oh, dude.
If they used a backup car, then I think they will be okay.
Oh, dude, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and you just see the people in there just look out there. All right, here's your. What the
hell?
Wait, what kind of a car? Is this a McDonald's? Wait a minute, are you from the track? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm racing. I'm racing your sponsor right now. We're gonna win. Ends up becoming top 20.
Oh,
not even close to the. Jeez. I know I was mean on that one, but I had to. I couldn't resist.
Okay, well, that's not exactly what I was gonna mention, but this was during the rain delay, and I put something in. I thought this actually was really, really funny. So, but also at the same time kind of stupid. But I tweeted, chances are that this Daytona 500 may either be restarted late tonight or postponed to tomorrow. No matter what, the action will still be fun. Then somebody else pops in. It's official. They called it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Hang on, wait. So I'm looking through everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. Trying to find confirmation. Then Stapleton pops in and is like, no, not yet. NASCAR hasn't said that yet. And then they said that storm in Orlando is going to hit, so it will be postponed. Nathan, maybe, maybe not. It will probably be the last round of rain or so. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the late night 500. And I replied to Nathan is like, I'd be down for a late night 500. And then what?
Were you late night 500?
We already had that. We went on. Well,
like 4 late time.
Yeah,
late night Daytona races.
Yeah, we went on to have a late night 500. But anyways, this was before the fact. But continuing on, I would miss the rest of the race if that happens, since I don't have FS1 or FS2 in my group home. And then somebody else pops in and says, I would expect that the race will remain on Fox if they resume tonight. If not, whenever it resumes, it will air on Fox. Because they did it last year, and it makes sense. Ratings-wise, it makes so much sense to leave it on Fox. They did it last year, so I wouldn't have been surprised if they did it this year, and lo and behold, they did. Then they came back. That other person that said that it was official came back and said someone at the track said the security guard will announce the decision in 28 minutes. I'm like, since when a security guard shake his little thing around and say, all right, guys, load them up. We're going to go racing tomorrow. It's like, when did the security guard do this? And then once the cars went back on track, I was like, I say they made a good choice. It's like, I was like,
the security guy in the background, just like
load them up. But no,
don't get him on the truck, load him up, no, son of a.
No, I was like, wait a minute, since when was a security guard able to strut his stuff? Strut some authority around here? Like, no security guard can do that. That's up to the NASCAR officials.
Yeah.
Like, a security guard can't do that. But anyways, aside from that, this was a really good Daytona race weekend.
Yeah.
But, minus the fact that we had a rain delay. Minus that. But, aside from that, it's good. So, while we're waiting for Sean, I'm not sure what Sean's up to.
Who knows?
Who even knows at this point? So, all I see is just red. So, I don't care about the best way to follow the action. I care about getting the finishing results. That's all I care about right now. Where do I go? Actually, wait. Schedule. Here we go. Perfect. Results.
Yeah, I was about to beat you to it.
So, what's funny about the winners, all 3 winners, Truck Xfinity Cup, that's their first win at Daytona. So, your top 10 goes as follows. Ben Rhodes, for the second year in a row for Thor Sport Racing, gets his first win of the year and first win for the first time for Toyota since 2017-ish or something like that. And Sean's back. Jordan Anderson, for the second year in a row, finishes runner-up. Corey Roper getting, I believe this is his career best finish of 3rd. Ryan Truex takes home 4th. Carson Hocevar, repping for a good town in Michigan. I think he's from Flint or something like that. Or Portage. No, he's from Portage, which is very close to me. He finishes inside of the top 5. Top 5. Sheldon Creed takes home 6th. John Hunter Nemechek in his first truck race with Kyle Busch Motorsports, he takes home 7th. Cody Robar finishes 8th. Chandler Smith 9th. And Drew Dollar completes the top 10. So, moving on over to Xfinity. And honestly, I wasn't even expecting Tony Stewart to be up in the booth. just a random thought.
Yeah, nobody thought.
Heard a lot that he was going to be up there.
I really hope Tony Stewart joins the booth for a little while.
I don't know.
I mean, that'd be nice. I mean, that'd be cool. But anyways, let's keep going. Austin Cindric won the Xfinity race. Brett Moffitt finished second. Harrison Burton took home third. Jeb Burton took home fourth. How about that for the Burtons?
Yeah, both cousins got top 5.
Yeah. AJ Allmendinger completes the top 5. Brandon Brown, an underdog for a very small team of his, he takes home 6th. That is a good thing. That is a great thing for that guy and his team. Like, Brandon Brown, I mean, he's been around for a while, so he definitely deserves that. Myatt Snyder takes home 7th. Brandon Davik, I don't know if the G is silent. He finishes 8th for Sam Hunt Racing. That's the number 26. Daniel Hemrick takes home 9th. And Jason White takes home the top 10. He rounds out the top 10, really. But now, the results for the Daytona 500. We have, well, okay. I don't want, what? No, I don't want race center. I want results.
I'll say this: the Xfinity race was really good. I was really pushing for the colleague guys.
Yeah,
and it's great to see 2 out of 3 of them get top 5.
That's a really good thing. Still feel bad for Justin Haley though.
Oh yeah, I was really pulling for him.
Yeah. So, now the Daytona 500 finishing results. Michael McDowell in his 358th start finally gets his first career win. Chase Elliott takes home 2nd. Austin Dillon in car number 3 finishes in position number 3. Kevin Harvick in car number 4 finishes in position number 4. Denny Hamlin, the three-peat is not going to happen for him. He rounds out the top 5. Ryan Preece gets his year started off just right by finishing 6th. Ross Chastain in his first race with Chip Ganassi Racing takes home 7th. Jamie McMurray. Now, this is a very good day for Spire Motorsports. Jamie McMurray finishes 8th in the 77. Corey LaJoie, the first race for the 7 car, he finishes 9th. Kyle Larson in his first race back, since his suspension all the way back in March or April, he completes the top 10.
You could clearly see a lot of underdogs in that result. Like, first off, congratulations to Michael McDowell. He's one of those speed drivers that we don't talk about much, especially when we do our predictions. Because even I've kind of noticed, like, I've heard a lot about how good he is at super speedway stuff. How have we not picked him as a prediction? That's
true. That is
none of us picked him. I'm like, wait a minute, how has he not been in it? And he actually won the race. And fun fact, that team he drove for, front row, they got 3 wins, 3 different drivers, but one of the same. But they all have in common same number.
The same number, the exact same number.
Yep. There. And David Reagan got his first win with them back in 2013, Talladega. The second win was Chris Buescher, 2016 at Pocono.
Yes.
Because of a fog delay. And now Michael McDowell winning the Daytona 500.
You want to know something that's funny? All of the Front Row Motorsports wins have come from tracks that are between 2.5 miles and 2.66 miles. They have won on super speedways practically.
Yeah.
And
Pocono,
the hardest one.
Yeah, Pocono is That's the one that's the non-plate track, but they do hold an achievement to where they have won at both super speedway races, Daytona and Talladega, and they've won with 3 different drivers, 1 car, and what more can you really say? I mean, Front Row Motorsports, I think that since they've started back in like 2006, 2007, they've kind of been a start park team, but they've kind of just been in the background most of the time. But as time goes on, I really do think that they are going to improve little by little. Maybe this could be a year where they could do relatively good. We're just going to have to wait and see. Okay.
Yeah. Add on Spire Motorsports. I want to bring this thing. Spire Motorsports. They're just here so they can just learn and get ready for the new gen next year. and they both got a top 10 in the first race. That's really good. Good job, Wheelman McMurray, getting back up there, and Corey LaJoy, another good Daytona 500 finish. Despite what happened last year with Newman, he was up there. He was up there with Go Fast Racing, and he did get another top 10 finish for Daytona 500. So he's Inspire and just Inspire's just going to be a team to watch out for.
Yeah, they're special in super speedways.
Definitely.
Alrighty, so now it's time to grade the Daytona weekend from trucks with the Next Year Energy Resources 250 to the Daytona 500 for the NASCAR Cup Series. So we're going to start off with Sean Ard. If you could give this weekend a grade ranging from A to F, what would it be and why?
We'll make sure Gru don't attack you.
Okay. Well, I know I gave the Clash not that high of a grade, but just going off of the whole 3 days that we had racing, going from Friday night to kind of nearly Monday morning for all 3 series, I'm going to give this grade an A-.
All right, I'm down for that. Wyatt, what do you think?
For me, for each series, they all did pretty good. Daytona 500 was kind of iffy though at part because of the train, and none of us like the train. I think I'm gonna back up the Minion and go A- as well.
All right. As for me, it is very dark. So let me go turn on my light for a second.
Oh, no.
Join the dark side of the Force.
The Star Wars quote.
Yes, Lord Minion.
There actually is a YouTuber out there named Lord Minion.
It ain't you.
Lord Minion 777. All right. So, anyways, let's for my grades on the Daytona weekend. The racing from Trucks and Xfinity, when I've seen little bits and pieces of it, was relatively good. The only thing that I kind of thought was a downer of the truck race was the very first lap, when there was a huge stack up at the green flag. It knocked out, of all people, James Buescher. James Buescher, who won the Truck Series title nearly 10 years ago. So, I thought that was a bummer.
And to bring that up, so quick for Derek Kraus on that was his night.
Yeah.
That was not his night. And also bring props to Haley Deegan doing her really good first start.
Haley Deegan did a very good job in her first start, in her first Daytona truck start, her first truck start at Daytona, to say the least. But she wheeled it home 24th, which is, I mean, it's better than last, that to say for sure, but not the start that she was looking for in her season though. But anyways, from all the racing minus the trains, not minus the choo-choo trains, I'm gonna go ahead and back you guys up, and I'm also gonna go with an A- on this as well. Okay, so with that being said, we only have 2 discussion topics for this one, so we might whiz right by these. I have no idea for sure. We might add a couple more, but until we know any more, any more, any less, I don't know. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back. And we're back, guys, for episode 6 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. As always, Elijah Leonard, you got Wyatt Walker, Sean Ard, back with you guys. We only have 2 discussion topics. We were trying to think of some stuff, but the NFL guy, the Alvin person sponsoring Ryan Vargas for the Daytona Road Course. Who was it? Alvin something. But either way, I thought his name was a parody name of Alan Cavana. When I first went on the Twitter and saw his name, I was like, who is this dude? But no, like that. I thought that really wouldn't be much of a discussion topic. But we do have one more, and we're gonna talk about it when we preview the Daytona Road Course weekend. So, we're gonna talk about more particularly what we witnessed in the 500 and all throughout Speed Weeks. We've seen a lot of these smaller teams like Spire Motorsports really step up and really perform like really at their best. I already mentioned Spire, even startup teams like Trackhouse, they did really good in qualifying. They finished in top 10 and they got them
311.
What's that?
2311.
Yeah, 2311 also did really good. Minus the last lap of the 500 when Bubba got caught up. But Bubba was trying to bail.
That's normal.
He was trying to bail because he knew something was going to happen, but he didn't get out of the way fast enough. But anyways, seeing is how we've seen these smaller teams and even these startup teams do really well. Do really well throughout Daytona Speed Weeks, which we did touch on when we were reviewing the 500 stuff. How do you think that performance will showcase for how they do for the rest of the year? Do you think that some of these startup teams and small teams will do a little bit better or good? Or do you think it's going to kind of just stay the same for the smaller teams and maybe for the startup teams like Trackhouse, which they, like I said, they did really good. Do you think they're going to kind of fade in the background a little bit? And do you think the same thing for 2311 or nah?
Well, I will say this. I think the one team we could really rule out is BJ McLeod's team.
Pretty easily.
Because I don't see them, unless they surprise the hell out of us, I don't see it being that much competitive. As for Trackhouse and 2311, we didn't get to see much of Trackhouse, unfortunately.
No.
But we did get to see much of 2311. And I feel then they have been, the way their qualify session and how they ran, they got my attention. I feel like they may end up. They have to have some good race. They have to have some really good races to really impress us. And then it's just Daytona. Everyone can run up there. Everyone gets wrecked. Yada yada.
Mm.
But we got like road courses. Got some speedways coming up. Short tracks. Those are the tracks I think we'll really see if they're do good at. But the small teams, like I said, Daytona, it's easy to get them. But front row has always been that really good at super speedways. And Michael McDowell, I remember watching qualifying. He actually qualified top 10 at Pocono at one point for Levine. So,
That's true.
So I'd see McDowell doing. I see like these small teams and stuff. Even Spire. Spire's just running this year to give notes and stuff for next year.
Yeah.
So,
and what's
I see.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was
No,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
it was like, and what's funny about it is like they did really good in the 500. And to your point, I have no clue if their notes that team trying to get notes for next year will somehow ironically help them out through this year.
Well, I don't think it will help them out through this year, but just to get them through just to get them give an idea of what setups to do for next year.
Yeah.
See what they think and stuff. So Spire, I think they're just testing, they're just waiting.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think I'm more focused on 2311 and Trackhouse, see how well they do.
More so.
John Ard, Dominion.
Yeah, I kind of agree with how you're going with that. Like a lot of these brand new teams, 2311, Trackhouse, Fire, kind of learning about this sort of stuff. I kind of go with that, and maybe throughout this season we'll see him do well at all these other sorts of tracks, including the road courses, short tracks, speedways, and all that other stuff. So I think for these new teams, this is just like their starting point, but we'll see him grow on during the whole season.
Yeah.
We have to think about Richard Petty Racing too, because even with Eric Jones, they still need to see if they could be competitive like they were in the past.
They seemed pretty competitive at the road course when they were in the class shows. Like, I'm thinking maybe it may not necessarily be the equipment that makes the difference. I think it might be the driver that makes the difference. I don't know. I mean, that mystery's just kind of up in the air, but we'll see what happens for the road course. I am thinking that they'll do okay. But as far as them hanging around the top 10, that was just a clash this past Tuesday. I don't know if they're going to be able to do the same thing this coming Sunday. I don't see it. If anything, they'll probably hang around top 15, top 20 at best. So that's all I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, now let's turn our attention to that last lap move that was pulled going into turn 3. So, if you watch some replays, and this is pretty controversial, minus the fact that McDowell won the 500. Aside from that, there was some controversy behind it. Some people are saying this move was just hard racing. Others are saying that he intentionally did this. But what happened was Michael McDowell got himself a really good run. He got a good push from somebody. I think it might have been Chase Elliott.
I think it was Kyle Busch.
Either him or Kyle Busch. Either or. I can't remember who was behind McDowell. But McDowell got a really good shove. All that speed that was from the car behind him, that speed dispersed right onto his car. And all of a sudden, he's chewing down the back straightaway, and then he gets into the back of Keselowski. Honestly, there's really nothing you can really do when you're trying to do something with the run. You're trying to go to the outside, you're trying to go to the inside, but at the same time, Keselowski's up there, he's trying to block you, so that way he can help his teammate win. But in the process, McDowell gets into the back of Keselowski. That messes him up. He gets into Logano. And then it causes that huge crash that I was talking about that I've never seen before. Like, never seen anything like it. You know? Which I honestly thought that was like, oh geez, we're going to have maybe a casualty or two. Because Kyle Busch, it took him a little while to get out of his car. But thankfully, thanks to the safety of these cars, we did not have any casualties. So, thank goodness. But people were saying, I mean, I even went on Twitter, and some people were saying, like, oh, this is just a racing deal because of what happened. McDowell just got a really good run. There really wasn't much he could do with it or do about it, except for, and all that other stuff. And then you have a group of people that were, it's like, oh, you did this on purpose. Like, that was intentional. That was dirty. Ugh. Man. But it was kind of split. So I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Was that last lap move that was pulled by Michael McDowell just a part of hard racing? Or was it dirty?
100% hard racing. Yes, and that couldn't just be McDowell. That could have been any driver. Get that. And also, Keselowski was trying to block. I think Keselowski was trying to block McDowell so he could go for his first Daytona 500. So I saw this coming. We all saw this coming a mile away. It was just hard racing. It's normal at Daytona, Talladega. I don't think McDowell meant to do that on purpose. He was just going for his first win, and not only that, but the Daytona 500 to get his first win. Which I'm just now thinking about this to bring it up. the last 3 drivers to win their first race in the Daytona 500, that was like 10 years apart.
It's pretty ironic.
Michael Waltrip, 01, Trevor Bayne, 2011, Michael McDowell, 2021.
Could see another one in 2031. I don't know.
Exactly. And my point, like I said, it was just hard. It was just hard racing, and pushing gone wrong. It's no. I don't see anything intentional with that. Sean?
Yeah.
I agree. That was just hard racing there. Just last lap, everybody's trying to make moves, and McDowell again had that really nice run heading down the back stretch. You can't really, and going back to what somewhat Elijah was saying earlier, either when you have that sort of run and you get behind somebody, it's going to cause one of the two things. Either you're going to give them the run, give them the push to go ahead, or it's going to cause a wreck. So that was just good, hard racing there, and it just caused a crash there. So I'm not going to say McDowell did that on purpose.
And you got to go for what you can get. It's the last lap of the 500.
Exactly.
There's no lifting allowed. And plus, another thing to add on top of that, it all goes back to what I was talking about with my problems with this super speedway package. It's because of the spoiler, and that makes it super easy to draft up to the back of somebody. And it's super easy to get a huge run because of that 9-inch spoiler. And there's not much you can do about it except for ram the guy and hope that he can actually keep his car in control, or he crashes. That's it. I mean, that's all it is. It's an element of it's the last lap and you got to go for what you can get. And another part is because of the package and just of how super easy it is to get a run off of somebody or draft up to somebody. That's all it is. All right, guys. So that's all the discussion topics that we have. But when we come back, we're going to be previewing the Daytona Road Course. That's right. NASCAR is really not going anywhere. They were supposed to go to Fontana, but because of some other situations that are taking place all on the West Coast with COVID stuff, they're staying in Florida with the Daytona Road Course. But
actually, no. The reason that they're doing that is so they could change the actual track to a short track.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that's what they were doing. They talked about that. It's like, really?
That's not. You're blaming COVID for them trying to renovate the track.
Okay.
That's nothing wrong with it.
I mean,
to a road course, to a short track.
I mean, okay. I thought it was because of COVID, but you brought that up, which I totally forgot about. And I'm just gonna go on a mini rant for a second. Why would you freaking change Fontana from a 2-mile, which has held some of the best finishes, to a short track? I understand we need more short tracks on the schedule, but you don't.
Do we need them this bad?
You don't need to take one of your best tracks and turn it into a short track. There's no way.
Bring back that one iRacing track, the one the last race they had. What the hell is that called?
Bring back North Wilkesboro. I really think.
Yeah, it's Wilkesboro.
Or Nashville Fairgrounds.
Yeah,
they've got Nashville Super Speedway. You might as well bring back Nashville Fairgrounds. It makes sense. They talked about bringing it back somewhere around next year or something. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, I understand. Was that a power outage? I think that was a power outage.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh jeez. Okay. But anyways, when we come back, we're going to preview the Daytona Road Course and then give our predictions. So hopefully Sean can get whatever situation that he is currently in fixed and so we can get down to predictions and previewing. So don't go away, folks. We'll be right back.
See if Gru made it matter.
Maybe Gru was behind this. I don't know. And we're back with episode 6 of the NASCAR Pit Stop Show. And Sean's back. Hey, just as we come back onto the air.
Hey, Gru didn't get him.
Gru, he ran away from Gru. Gru came so close.
Yeah, his fat big nose couldn't catch him.
Yeah.
Couldn't catch the other big minion.
The big minion. But yes. Wyatt Walker to my top right, Sean our top left, and it looks like Sean has finally managed to get away from Gru.
Yeah, the huge minion got away from the big-nosed person.
All right, guys. We're back at Daytona. We're going to be doing the Daytona road course since, as I said, NASCAR's not going anywhere because they're turning Fontana into a short track, which I still don't agree with that decision. So, we're going back to the Daytona road course configuration. Also, to add on top of that, for the NASCAR Cup Series, AJ Allmendinger is making his Cup return for the first time, for the first time since 2018, even though he didn't return back in 2018. That was just the last time he ran a Cup car. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, what do you guys think? The Daytona road. What kind of action? Let me rephrase. What kind of action do you think we'll see at the Daytona road course? Anything similar to the Clash, or something else completely different?
I feel like especially me, we underestimate the Daytona road course, especially like from Clash. It was entertaining. We see people just like miss turn one and just like that awesome finish at the end between Blaney and Elliott.
Yeah.
And the add on and just see they do have awesome finishes throughout all three of the series. So it's no surprise, and I think we're going to see another good one.
All right,
Sean.
I think everyone's thinking the Clash was just the appetizer, but what we're gonna see this upcoming weekend is the main course. This is gonna be pretty fun just to watch how the Clash. I mean, not just the Clash, but the road course. How it's gonna be different. How it's gonna be different with more cars running it, because they had to do some configurations and change some stuff around the track. So I can't wait to see what will happen this weekend.
Alrighty. That's going to be fun. I mean, especially from the fact of, for the Clash, we only had like 20 some odd cars, or 21 really, which was half of a 40 car field. But now we're going to see actually 40 cars on the field. So that will be very fun to watch, definitely for sure. And we'll just have to wait and see who's going to be the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if it's going to be everybody that's going to miss the first corner. We're just going to have to wait and see. So, before we get on down to our handy-dandy predictions, let me go over the point standings for you. Let's break things down. After adding up all the points ranging from the Clash to pole qualifying to the Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup races, Wyatt Walker comes out with the points lead. He's got 15 points over this guy. 4 points. That's the gap. Sean Ard is 5th with 5 points. Zachary Taylor is Sean Ard's third with 5. Zachary Taylor's fourth with 2. Everybody else is tied for fifth with 0 points. Pretty straightforward. I probably should ping everybody else, that way we can get predictions started.
Yeah.
Getting ready for predictions. Anyways, so here's how predictions work. We give you a driver who we think is going to win. Pretty simple. A driver who we think is going to be the guy to stay away from. Let's say it's a guy who hasn't really done well in the 500 or the Clash, or they're just not going to do all that great at the road course. The dark horse, what are you pointing at?
Him.
Oh, him.
Why?
Or is it something?
Okay, once this gets uploaded to YouTube, and once you do this, you're going to be pointing at a video that's going to be in my feed.
Should be pointing this way. Oh, no. Or down?
Or down? Jeez. But
Wait,
then...
I was trying to point at Sean because he was right over here.
And then we'll give you a dark horse. The guy who has been on fire at the last couple of races, either that or we're coming up to a racetrack that they're really, really good at. That's 1 point per category. And Wyatt, you're not even in the race. Any of the races.
Care. I don't care.
But with that being said, let's get on down to some predictions. And since Sean is not here, Wyatt, you're going to be the guy that goes first.
All right. Let me see. I predict me being dark horse winner. Yada yada. Nah, I'm kidding. Let me. I just saw him not the. Oh, here it is. All right. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. For my dark horse for the road course, he actually won the first ever Truck Series road course race. My dark horse is actually going to be Sheldon Creed.
Starting right out of the gate. I like that.
Yep. My dark Not my not my dark horse. My stay away driver. Let me look at this list real quick. I have it pulled up on my computer, so you know what? I said this name last week. I'm going to say it again. I gotta give it to Stuart Friesen.
Yeah.
He has to surprise me if he's going to end up doing really, really well. My driver to win. He has been on fire at these road courses. It's the road course we go to. He ran up there, almost won from his former teammate. I'm going Brett Moffitt, and the Minion returns.
Not about that.
Now for the Xfinity. My dark horse, right off the back. You know what? Nah, he won't be. It's hard to choose. It's definitely hard to choose.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? I'll give this guy it. My dark horse is going to be Ty Gibbs. I'm going to see how well he does.
Wow. Okay.
He's going. I'm going bold here. I'm actually going to give this one Ty Gibbs.
Okay.
The other one, you'll see what I was talking about. Why I was trying to decide. My driver to stay away from. I think I'm going to give this one to Ryan Sieg.
Ooh.
Actually, no, scratch that. Myatt Snyder.
Oh.
I'm giving it to Myatt Snyder.
Oh.
I'll give stay away to Myatt Snyder.
Oh. Okay.
My driver to win. He was the one I was debating, but I'm going for it. He was part-time. He won the Roval. He is going to win, get his first playoff burst for the Xfinity Series. I'm going my boy AJ Allmendinger.
Pretty easily.
You can see why I was trying to debate to see if I should put him up in the winners or the dark horse.
Yeah.
He's hard, but I got it. I'm going to go out and say AJ Allmendinger.
All right.
He's one of the best road courses drivers out there. Speaking of, we got the Cup Series. This one's going to be difficult too, because I'm going to think about the Clash while I'm doing this too. And I feel like I got a good enough list. You know what? I can say that. I believe I can say this one for this one. My dark horse. If I'm still able to do this, I might put AJ Allmendinger as the dark horse for the Cup Series.
Yes, you can actually.
I'm going to put AJ Allmendinger as the dark horse in the Cup Series. Because, like I said, he's one of the best road course racers, and even though he hasn't been in the Cup Series in a couple of years, I feel like he'll still do good at the road courses.
All right.
My driver to stay away from, Kevin Harvick.
Ooh, okay.
Kevin Harvick. I think we all know why. My driver to win, he better have the same damn car he had when he raced during the Clash. I'm giving him Martin Truex Jr. He better have that same damn car, because he was running. If he didn't have that the damn dirt crap,
Yeah.
I think he would have won that. I think he would have won that race.
I think they're gonna try to fix it.
They did fix it. They did fix it.
Oh,
Good, because if Truex gets another car like that setup he had, he's going to be a threat to win, and I think he's end up going to win in this race.
all right. Yeah. Up
Sean?
next is Sean Ard.
All
Dominion.
right. Yeah. Let's start off with the Truck Series. Let's go with driver who I think is going to win. And it's not. I think it's not going to be that bold, but I think it's a good pick. Austin Hill.
Okay.
Austin Hill I believe, will do very well at the Daytona road course. My driver to stay away from, I'm going to give it to Matt Crafton.
Thinking about that.
Yeah.
And the driver that I think will be the dark horse, I'm going to give it to Sheldon Creed.
Okay, so you agree with me on Creed. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Creed's pretty good. And so I'm going to give him the dark horse. I'm not thinking he might go all the way and win. So,
Yeah.
okay. Time for me to use Taylor's format here.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I see. I need to go back and make sure I know how much you owe me.
So Xfinity driver to stay away from. I'm going to give it to trying to think here.
Decisions.
It's hard.
I'm going to give it to Daniel Hemrick.
Oh. Okay.
Wait. For what? To stay away?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Do Hemrick like that.
It's nothing personal. I just don't see him doing that well this week.
Yeah, I know. I think he was one of my decisions too.
My dark horse pick, I'm going to give that to Austin Cindric.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the person I'm going to give the win to, I'm going to give it to Harrison Burton.
Ooh,
How about that? Here's some.
that's a good one. I was not expecting that.
Neither was I.
Okay. Hey, Wyatt,
Her-
let me use your format. Thank you.
Yeah, I still need to see how much you owe me.
Let's start off with the dark horse. I'm going to give that to Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, a good road course driver. I'm seeing him doing well. My driver to stay away from, I would say stay away from decision again, but stay away from Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney?
Yeah, stay away from him.
Whoa! I want to know the reason for this one.
Let's hear it.
Look, he's done one of a few road courses, but he's just, I don't think he might be able to do that well on Sunday. He might have an issue during the race, so that's why I'm choosing him.
Keep in mind, he almost did win the Clash.
Yeah, he almost did. And I'm not going off of his performance on the Clash. I'm just thinking there might be something that might happen. But the driver I would want to thank...
Uh-oh. Oh, no. His power went out again.
I like this pick for Ryan Blaney.
That's what he gets.
Yeah.
The best part is I got this all recorded. Perfect.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, I'm still trying to decipher how much he owes me.
Oh.
Right now he's up 21,000, despite how much this is.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. This is really good.
think we better do you so when it comes back.
Oh jeez, I have a feeling he's probably just like
he's probably still talking. We don't even...
He's probably like, hello. Oh, there he goes.
Should we just wait till now? You can go ahead and do.
We're I'm just gonna wait for his driver to win. That's all I'm gonna wait for. I'm leaving this unedited. I don't care. I'm leaving this all unedited.
This is gonna go. This is gonna go in the funniest moments of
February.
February.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's right. All right, he owes. All right, so far he owes me 52,000. If I saw that correctly. And now add on to the 21 so far.
Are you actually like putting all these numbers down on a separate sheet of paper?
Now I'm doing it in my head.
Oh.
Each video, I just remember what number I had. Oh yeah, I can add on to that.
There you go. Jeez. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I think he hates me for this.
He's going to. He's going.
Oh yeah,
to.
definitely. He's definitely going to.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Oh my god. And so far he's up to I think he said 9, and I think he's up to 73 now. He just needs a
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, let's get you out of the way, then we'll figure out the rest of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so in that case, if we actually are going to wait for Sean, watch me start my predictions, and then all of a sudden he's just going to pop right back in as soon as I start. Okay, so for my driver to win in the Truck Series, this actually is going to be a pretty difficult one to choose. But I'm going to say... What's that?
It is.
Oh, it always is. But if I had to choose one guy, just in particular, this is tough. Wait, okay, that's weird. Sam Mayer's driving for Henderson Motorsports. That's new. But anyways, back to my prediction. If I had to choose one driver that I think would be a driver to win, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to say, of all people, Austin Hill is going to be my driver to win.
So you're agreeing with Sean?
Pretty much. My driver to stay away from, on the other hand, that's going to be another difficult one. But if I had to give it to somebody, if I had to give that little title as driver to stay away from to somebody, I will have to say, it's going to be really bold for me to say this, but Chandler Smith. It's really...
I was thinking about him.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't know how Chandler Smith's going to do. I've never really seen him drive on the Daytona road course at all. So, and even on the last lap of last year's Daytona road course race with trucks, he got wiped out. Well, that was Christian Eckes. But that 18 truck, though, got wiped out. So this year, it could be same tale for Chandler Smith. My dark horse, however, is going to be Sheldon Creed. It's going to be Sheldon Creed for this one.
Yeah, we can all agree he's going to be the dark horse.
He's going to be a big major dark horse.
When you were talking about being bold in him, I'm like, please do not tell me you're going to say Natalie Decker, not Natalie Decker, Haley Deegan. Please tell me you're not saying Haley Deegan. Please tell me not. I need to say Haley Deegan.
Well, Natalie Decker is supposed to be in the Xfinity race, but I'm not going to choose her for anything because then again.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Because then again, she somehow got up into the Xfinity series. I don't know why, and
I don't even know how the hell. I don't know how the hell she got up in the Xfinity series.
I don't know. But anyways, getting back into it, my driver to win. Pretty straightforward right out of the gate. No explanation. AJ Allmendinger.
Yeah,
there he is.
So you agree with me about AJ?
There it is. All right. So before, all right. Actually, since it's just one pick, let's go back to Sean. Who's your driver to win?
Yeah, who's your driver to win, buddy? Let's see how much you owe me.
Hey, well, okay. I'm gonna agree with what Wyatt said earlier about this pick for the driver to win. I'm choosing Martin Truex Jr.
Fox, I will be calculating how much you owe me now.
I'm still laughing about how you were just
$0, 0 cents.
No.
I'm still laughing about how you almost were gonna say my driver to win is Truex, but you got cut.
Had power issues.
Gotta love power issues.
We were cracking the hell up.
Yeah.
I'm having constant power surges now.
Yeah, I know. We know.
But just
we know you and Gru had a fight, and that's all going on. We know.
No. One of the other minions did that.
But just so you know,
it was you. I had intel.
But just so you know, Sean, this is gonna be unedited. This section is gonna be unedited.
Boy.
Anyways, back to my Xfinity predictions. Continuing on with my driver to stay away from.
92,000.
Okay.
Nah.
So, anyways, for my driver to stay away from, I think this is gonna be might be another one that will be pretty straightforward. So I don't know how well he's gonna do. I'm not sure. I forgot what his performance was for last year's Daytona road course, but I don't really think it's going to replicate to this year's Daytona road course race for the Xfinity series. So my driver to stay away from is none other than Riley Herbst.
Yeah. I could double down on that one.
And my dark horse, I'm gonna take another safe route here. Austin Cindric's my dark horse.
Yeah.
And I don't think I really need to explain what for AJ Allmendinger and Austin Cindric. You want to know why?
You don't even need to explain about Riley Herbst.
Yeah. And you want to know why and how? Go back and watch Cindric's and Allmendinger's
road course races. Road course races.
And even look back
road course races.
Even look back and when Austin Cindric got his first win, he had to battle AJ Allmendinger. He had to.
Yeah. Just no surprise. You put those two up there.
Yeah. So
I used to regret.
Go ahead, actually.
When the last year, I was really skeptical when I was going to put on mine about Cindric and AJ Allmendinger because I know those were the two easies.
Yeah.
Briscoe was the only other person I quit. Now I can't say Briscoe, so I'm like, I have to now.
So, I mean, we'll see how Briscoe does in the Cup race. But speaking of my Cup predictions, here they are. My driver to win. Okay. I think I'm going to take a safe route here. And the pause is not the safe route, so don't worry. My driver to win for the Daytona road course, I'm going to go ahead and say... I'm going to say Chase Elliott's my driver to win. Because I think as far as points paying road course races is concerned, that streak's going to stay alive. Because I don't think I need to really explain. He's won the last 4 or 5 road course races consecutively.
He almost won the Clash.
Almost won the Clash. But points paying wise, it's been a consecutive string. So that string is going to continue. My driver to stay away from, on the other hand, it's going to be tough to really choose this one. But of all people, I think I might have to go ahead and probably make this agreement. So, wait a minute. I'm trying to think of this for a second.
Really pick.
Kevin Harvick's going to be my driver to stay away from, actually. I was trying to remember who Wyatt chose as the driver to stay away from.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that's right, Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick.
My dark horse, on the other hand, I'm very torn between 2 guys. 2 guys, actually. 2 of them are actually very good at road courses. One of which, of the 2 that I am referring to, is full-time. So,
I think I have a feeling I know who both of them are.
let's see if you're right. My dark horse, actually, is going to be a full-timer. And I think you might be able to figure it out when I say this. This road course ringer, this full-time road course ringer, is a Daytona 500 champ. He recently won the 500 last Sunday. Michael McDowell's my dark horse.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Michael McDowell?
Yeah, remember this. You go back to the last few road course races, he's actually done pretty well. He is a road course racer too. So remember that. But the other one for me was AJ Allmendinger. I mean,
I thought it was Truex. I thought it was either Truex and McDowell. Not McDowell. AJ Allmendinger. I thought that was Truex and AJ you were stuck on. Hey,
That's a shocker.
that was a shocker.
yeah, I mean, like, cause like you go back to like the past, like Watkins Glen or Sonoma. You even go back to Road America when McDowell drove for RCR. He won Road America.
Yeah, he did.
Xfinity.
Yeah, he won that race.
So that's a showcase of road course talent, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if McDowell can combine that with the ride that he's in, which he has done before, he can do pretty well. I'm not going to say he'll win, but he'll do well.
He did win the 500, so that gives him some type of something to go off on. See if he can get up there and probably get really good equipment to run up there.
Yeah, and it's going to be a small.
So I like that.
But alrighty, guys. The Truck Series race actually does start at 7:30, so we do have a little bit of time between now and when that truck race starts. So, any final thoughts before we sign off?
Than I usually do. So I'll talk to you. See y'all later. I actually did gotta head off real quickly. I'll talk to y'all in a bit.
Alrighty, that sounds good.
Bye, Minion.
Well, there goes Wyatt. But anyways, Sean, final thoughts?
I can't wait to see how the road course goes for this weekend. It's going to be a fun 3 days of racing. Can't wait to see how it all goes, and can't wait to talk about it next week.
It should be very fun, and we hope to see you guys right back here this Friday. Well, next Friday, actually, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Want to thank you guys a lot for watching. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you have not considered subscribing yet, I recommend you do so to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And that about does it for me. On behalf of Wyatt Walker and also Sean Ard, I'm Elijah Leonard, and we'll see you guys in the next one.